What's good, everybody? It's Batman, and today we're going to be doing another Naruto reaction, and I'm also going to be implementing a new thing that I've been wanting to actually do. So for now on, if I ever do reactions on any Naruto content, it's going to be I'm going to have a level to this shit. Okay, we're going to do either trash or pass. Okay, that's what it's going to be. So overall, in order for it to pass, obviously it either needs to be really good scaling, a lot of agreements, right? Or actual, correct things, basically just, how anyone would normally judge. Obviously there could be subjective value here and there, whatever. So I'm not going to, put someone down for that if something is either too contentious or etc. yada yada. But, you guys get what I'm saying. Basically, if the video is very good in the scaling aspects, intellect, whatever, so on and so forth, pass, right? Or especially if it's even goaded, or even unique or really creative stuff. If it's, and that's again, that'll be for pass. Now, if it's trash, that means it's either like a lot of sophist bullshit, saying false information, false agendas, misconstruing the narrative, things along those routes. Basically, just bullshit, right? You know what I mean? Or just someone being clearly like either emotionally compromised, you know what I mean, or just going on some weird hate rant or agenda or some type of bullshit, then that's where it can be a problem, etc. The whole nine. So yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna say. But other than that, this is a video that just caught my attention because it was a dude like putting one of the literally the goats of Naruto, technically the godfather of Naruto, but aka Swag Kage, who basically started it all for everybody when it came to Naruto. Period. And the video that we're going to be checking out is this one right here, where it's a Swag Kage says Jiraiya beats Kasame. So that's what we're basically going to be looking at, and we're going to just, check it out, whatever. This is his YouTube channel, has about 890 subs, so he's doing his thing. Definitely be able to give him all the love and support, check him out, whatever. It seems like he does a lot of, oh, actually, he stopped a while ago, though, 2 years ago, yeah. So, yeah, he stopped a while ago. He was... he was on board with the whole Seth shit. Damn. Anyways, but yeah, like either way, check out his content, give him all the love, and you name it. But he was doing his thing. But yeah, we're gonna get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get it.
Jiraiya beats Zetsu, even though Zetsu was doing some strange things in the war arc. Jiraiya beats Deidara. Does Jiraiya beat Sasori? Yo, I think that's a legitimate question. I don't know if Jiraiya beats Sasori.
That's fair.
Legitimately don't know.
There's two arguments for Sasori. It's either he scales to Sannin but will lose based upon Jutsu's abilities, and especially like their next stage of power, or you could have him blatantly over the Sannin all around. There is two ways to engage with his scaling. Me personally, I'd say it's too contentious to really have to say definitively, you know what I mean? But if I had to pick a side of like the winner stance or whatever, I would say he is above the Sannin, and mainly due to the fact of collaborative evidence when it comes to like Hanzo and correlation, Lady Chiyo, and like even at that point in time, like the fact that Jiraiya reacted that way, like couldn't even believe someone defeated Hanzo, all this shit, you name it. Like, there's tons of evidence upon evidence. I would say that could definitely put, Sasori within that ballpark to be above the Sannin. What I say would just be like a no diff, or a low diff. No, not gonna do that. It would either be mid diff or high diff. But yeah, he would be above the Sannin. Things like that. And that's just kind of why I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Like, and if you think he's blatantly above, then obviously it'd be like, no diff or low diff type shit. Like, kind of like, with Itachi or Pain, Obito, you name it. But like, the problem is, Sasori, he's kind of been all around shown, like, to be all over the place. Like, that's kind of the issue. Like, in the manga, there's direct references and statements that Orochimaru was going to go fight Sasori anyways and meet up with him, where that was the plan regardless, along with Deidara. In the anime, we literally see him fighting Orochimaru, and Orochimaru dealt with him and Deidara easily, like effortlessly. He didn't even do his next transformation, nothing. He just literally dealt with both of them and was playing with them. He used his Edo Tensei against Sasori's puppet, and they were both equal, basically, and yeah, and then that's just kind of what you're working with. And then you have the game Naruto Storm Revolution where Sasori tried to fight him, and when he met him for the first time, and Orochimaru was just playing with him basically, and then it was like, hey, I don't care about you. You're like nothing to me. I want Pain, the real deal, and Pain does no diffs him. So overall, like there's a lot of conflicting evidence all around, and then you have like then you have like Konan who defeated Sasori. Even though we see like Jiraiya beating Konan immediately in base. So again, like there's a lot of weird, scaling hula hoops basically in a sense when it comes to Sasori. Like his best form of scaling is statements. So if you just stick on the statements route, you could be able to get him above the Sonic. But if you just stick based upon what we actually really see with him, which is only shown in the anime, the game, and then obviously like the manga, statement references and whatnot. That's all you really have, because in the manga, the only thing it shows as well is the whole Sakura fight. But again, there's context, whatever you name it, and that's a whole other thing. So like, and that's all he technically really has manga alone. So you would have to go to the anime and into the game, and then when you see all that, it's like, is he really above the Sonic? So that's kind of my problem. I feel like it's really, really hard to know whether or not a Sasori truly is above them. The best thing you could say, like, in defense for Sasori when it comes to the anime and the game is you could just basically go upon, like, that could just be Sasori at those point in times, you know what I mean? And that he just got stronger overall in time. But the problem is, like, it's going to be kind of hard to substantiate and prove. But that's the only thing that would make any sensible sense, basically. Like, or the only thing that would collaborate with all the consistency of statements of Sasori being above the Sonic in a sense. You know what I mean? Because again, you have like the Hanzo stuff, and you have Lady Chiyo, and you have Sasori in correlation to Third Kazekage, et cetera, right? So that's as good as it gets. Either way, like, again, I'm not gonna say definitively where he's at. It's either he loses to the Sonic, but can at least fight them, or he's above the Sonic. But we don't really know. That's the problem.
I don't think Jiraiya beats Kisame. He doesn't beat Itachi. I don't really know much about this ninja, which is crazy, but I feel like I should. I know he's in the Akatsuki. I know like the auxiliary things, but power scaling wise, I don't fully know. He's not beating Pain respectfully. We've seen that already. There's people out there that think Kakuzu is stronger than Pain. I think Jiraiya might beat Kakuzu.
Might?
Just because of the Rasengan. Just because of the Rasengan and Sage Mode. I think he could definitely take him out. Konan is supremely underrated. Supremely underrated. Like, people forget,
I'll give him that.
With prep time, she almost killed Obito. Like, if Obito didn't really have, Izanagi, it would have been Currents. I think, again, this right here was what I was talking about earlier on. Dude,
yeah, the only problem, though, Konan got dealt with, like, literally fucking low diff by Jiraiya, though. That's the problem, though. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, prep time, but you gotta remember, one, it's prep time. Two, Obito couldn't kill her. He needed to obtain intel by putting her under Genjutsu. So it doesn't mean he's gonna restrain his stats, obviously, right? Like, he's still gonna be moving as fast as he can, whatever, blah, blah, But, like, he's not, he can't kill her. You know what I mean? And then she literally was forcing him to be in situations, like, to where he would have to injure himself, otherwise she would kill herself, and then he wouldn't have any intel. You know what I mean? So he was literally being forced to, like, help her because, again, he couldn't kill her. If he could just kill her, she would have died right there and then trying to do that fucking stupid-ass kamikaze bullshit, So, like, the whole Konan to Obito scaling, it's technically not valid. It doesn't really... I'm just kind of putting that out there. And then Obito was being very arrogant, cocky, like he normally is. Like, he was just kind of talking his shit, whatever. And then, like, whatever. And then, like, Konan starts doing her paper move. Then he's like, looking at her. Then he eventually responds. He literally speed blitzes her and chokes her. And then that's when she tries to do that suicide move, So, like, again, that's just kind of what you're working with. But as for, like, the prep move, like, again, it's prep. You know what I mean? Like, again, so, yeah, Konan's not really I won't give that, but.
Figure out Hidan's abilities. I think if he can, he obviously beats him. But if he can't, like, let's be honest, we've seen the smartest ninjas go down against Hidan, because they couldn't actually find out his
What
ability.
is this man on about, bro? Hidan and Kakashi are literally fucking Jonin level threats. This is Asaning or blatantly above the fucking Jonin. Kakashi, Asuma, Shikamaru. Like, what is this man on about? They were literally struggling to those tiers of fucking characters. I don't know why he's even remotely having a discussion with Hidan.
Earlier on.
Like Jiraiya doesn't need to even necessarily know how his abilities work. All the motherfucker needs to do is slam a fucking big ass rising gun and send that man flying, bro. And the moment he realizes he's immortal and he can't die in a conventional way or a normal way, cut his fucking head off. It's really not rocket science to come up with a strategy like that, or cut his legs off, or you know what I mean? Like, come on.
And it's like, we understand Jiraiya could like hurt this man Hidan, but Hidan is he's like, what is it called? He's
immortal.
I was about to say invincible, but he's immortal. Orochimaru, I don't think that Jiraiya beats Orochimaru respectfully, bro. Orochimaru is a different breed. Depending on which Orochimaru, if it's sick Orochimaru from Shippuden, I think, yeah, Jiraiya beats Orochimaru. But
that's fair.
Regular Orochimaru, if Orochimaru is just chilling, I don't really think so. Just to see what
because he has fucking Edo Tensei, and he has fucking all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And then he has this broken-ass snake transformation that he could just regenerate over and over. It doesn't matter what fucking Jiraiya does. Now, I'm going to be real with you. It then eventually comes down to who can outlast who. And I'm going to be honest, I would say... Jiraiya could take that, but here's another problem though. Whenever you cut Orochimaru's or injure him, there's like a weird ass vapor that goes in the air, and if you're in contact with that, you'll get paralyzed. Now, you could argue Jiraiya is aware of that and knows because it's his comrade Orochimaru, etc. So meaning that won't be a win con. So it is contentious in a sense. We don't really know if that would be a win con or not. But either way, if it boils down to an outlasting match, which I do think would be the case, then at that point, I'm just gonna be real with you, like Jiraiya's thing, because he has infinite nature energy. The frogs are gonna be giving him infinite nature energy the whole time, which is constant stamina and chakra replenishment, and he's not losing to Orochimaru. So there's that as well. Now, if Orochimaru does any Edo Tenseis, that's where things could be a real fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like if he's over here summoning Tobirama, Hashirama, you know what I mean, and shit, whatnot. Now he's having to deal with basically two other Kage level fucking threats, and that's definitely going to be an issue. But I'm going to be real with you. If he plays it right, he could be able to summon them, whatever. But if it's base to base, he's probably fucked. I'm going to be real with you. But if he starts off in Sage mode, Orochimaru is not winning that. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Oh, should I watch the T-Ride video first? I'm not even sure.
This is OutSystems, the
No,
most
I'll rock
complete
out.
full-stack application development platform for professional.
And today, I've brought with me my good friend, Seth the Programmer.
Yo, we already knew you brought along Seth the Programmer.
I don't care about Seth.
Nice story.
I don't care about a pedo.
So we're going to be talking about Jiraiya versus the Akatsuki, of course, but it's not like Jiraiya versus the...
Oh, yeah. It's not Jiraiya versus all Akatsuki. I hope it's not.
Entire Akatsuki at once.
That
would be a little weird. I guess we can get into, if he could beat certain groups, like two-man teams or whatever, if we have time.
My last cut said Conan beat Sasori in a canon video game scene. A canon video game scene? That's like he beat him in a canon filler scene. Like, what are we talking about here? I gotta see that specifically. I don't really play that much Naruto. Well, I play Dragon Ball Z games. The Budokai series and the Tenkaichi series, don't get me started, but I haven't really played
this isn't relevant.
Naruto series though.
Obviously, Jiraiya loses to Pain.
Actually, if he knew his secret, he would have won.
Jiraiya would not beat Pain if they fought. Just something tells me that that's probably not how it would go.
And people don't even, he didn't even fight the diva path of Pain. He didn't even fight the strongest version of Pain.
I hope we get to see them fight sometime, but oh well.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Really, really tough. I think that most of us can agree Jiraiya would probably beat Hidan up.
Again, can Jiraiya find out his secret? People will love to underrate Hidan, and I don't know why.
If Hidan is the admitted slowest of the Akatsuki, and Jiraiya can react to Conan, who is not the slowest, then yeah.
Jiraiya fought Conan, beat her up, in base.
Oh yeah, that's
too.
Another one.
Yeah,
versus Conan. Pretty easy.
we know he would beat Conan, especially in Sage mode, because he beat her in base, so that kind of takes care of that. Now, maybe if she had the 600 billion paper bomb prep, that fight would go a little bit different, because obviously Jiraiya can't use Izanagi or anything like that. So if he, like, falls into the sea, like, for some reason, steps onto the water, and then she opens the sea of paper bombs below him, then he'd probably lose. But against normal, non-Batman prep Conan, Jiraiya wins.
Non-Batman prep Conan. Oh, Swag will mention it later in the video. Specifically, what I forget. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what I said, bro. With the delay and everything, I don't know. Oh my God, Ompa says, "Yo, Bar, does this mean that we won't be able to see Borishiki from now on?" I don't think so. I think we still can.
Like 10 out of 10.
I think we still can.
So now, this is where we kind of get into slightly more difficult territory, but I think that Deidara and Kakazu are dubs for Jiraiya.
I think Deidara is a W. Even though it's still like... Deidara's like a long...
Do not fucking do that, bro. What do you mean, like, you even thinking, bro? Bro, Sasuke's not even a Sonic. He lost a fucking sick Orochimaru, bro. Like, what are you on about? Like, come on. Fucking... Oh, my God.
Long distance fighter.
Deidara would get fucking clapped. This man struggled to QB Naruto, struggled to Kakashi, fucking struggle with Sasuke, like blatant fucking Jonin level motherfuckers, okay? Sonic are above the Jonin level spectrum of things. They're literally mid-Kage level for a fucking reason. They're no joke. Only people that are above the Sonic is people like Itachi, Obito, Pain, and things like that, okay? So.
Can Jiraiya... I think so. I think so. But Hidan, I think so.
More difficult, but I don't think that they're anything that Jiraiya, especially in like Sage mode, wouldn't be able to handle. So the Storm Revolution Ninja Escapades cutscenes are not canon.
Oh, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about.
But Kishimoto did supervise the story, which means that he had a direct hand in writing some of those encounters. Like, for example, Conan versus...
So, it is canon. I disagree with that, with Swag. But, what's it called? There's different levels of canon, basically. But either way, he said it right there. It's direct involvement, whatever, etc. It is canon. And if you even Google it, it's stated verbatim that they're canon. So there's tons of evidence to prove that it's canon. But, again, this was a very old video way back then, so I can't really put Swag down for that either.
Sasori. And Conan beat Sasori. And
Conan beat Sasori. I never even seen this.
Sasori's stronger than Deidara. So if you think that
this would be a fire fight, I'm not gonna lie.
That Conan is above Sasori because Kishimoto seems to think Conan is above Sasori, then like Jiraiya's beating up Deidara and Sasori in base, much less in Sage.
Facts.
Now, it's a little bit trickier, like if you don't use that direct comparison, but there's other data book stuff that makes it more clear too, right? Now, I didn't like this statement at first. Eventually, 6 convinced me to chill out. But there's a statement about like Jiraiya's power in Sage mode surpassing all 5 nations and stuff like that. Him being stronger than all the Gokage, like that kind of crazy stuff. And in that case, Jiraiya should be above Gaara, who like
that's not true. Like that's contradicted by feats and other statements, but
lose badly to Deidara. And he also then got stronger by the time the 5 Kage Summit and the war rolled around. And he still seemed to be weaker than A and Onoki. So like
come on, we spend way too much time on Deidara, but Jiraiya packs this man up. He packs him up.
If Jiraiya is stronger than both of them, then this should firmly put him above Deidara.
In my opinion, who is
I don't care about
did not.
We're just gonna skip everything Seth related.
Is this also during a video game?
Even with Sasuke.
And Naruto believes that in order to beat somebody who killed Jiraiya, he's going to have to learn Sage mode. Like, I think that Sage Jiraiya is still way stronger than that Rasen Shuriken Kakazu battle
facts.
Naruto. I don't think...
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I don't know. Some people probably won't disagree with this, bro, but I think Sage mode Naruto, we will put it like this. I think Sage mode Jiraiya, because I think it's already implied that it's not necessarily perfect, but Sage mode Jiraiya might beat Sage mode Naruto on a 1v1. The Naruto that fought against
What the
Pain
fuck?
in Sage Mode, I'm not sure. And here's the thing. This is when I say that, I don't know.
Okay, so you say you're not sure, so you're already doubting yourself. But, okay, like, there's tons of statements that say Naruto is above Sage Mode Jiraiya, where he surpasses his predecessors, you name it, with him using Sage Mode. He's able to fight, you know what I mean, like, the passive pains and do better, okay? Like, so there's that as well. Jiraiya's over here, like, can't deal with 3 of them, while Naruto can deal with all of them there at once, you know, and fighting them all. Now, to be fair, Pain was heavy, like, he was nerfed, whatever, he's not at full power, while he's fighting Jiraiya at full power, you name it, but even then, Pain was holding back severely against Jiraiya. So, like, regardless, there's levels of, like, you know what I mean, like, of basically, it's nerf Pain no matter what, and it said, we never really, like, see Pain going fully all fucking out against, you know, somebody, because he's normally either some convenient story bullshit's going on where now he's like fatigued, whatever, or he's against his teacher and master, so there's clearly emotional, you know, confliction, whatever, blah blah, and he's just kind of testing the waters and having fun with Jiraiya, right? You know, so no matter what, unfortunately, we never really get to see him fully going all out. He doesn't really fully do that until, you know, like what's it called? You know, until Tendo's power comes out. Then he's able to, like, just shit on fucking Sage Mode Naruto completely while nerfed. So, like, again, it just, you know, there's that into consideration. But you know, Naruto clears Jiraiya. It's not even a competition. Like, Naruto had a perfect Sage Mode transformation, while Jiraiya had the frog features, whatever you name it, where it was incomplete. Naruto was perfect. I can go on and on and on why Naruto is blatantly above Jiraiya. He just performs better. Overall, he just looks way more better. The statements support him as well. And it gets even worse when you talk about Sage Mode Naruto in the War Arc, which, mind you, is technically still the same Sage Mode Naruto in the Pain Arc, because there is no time he didn't have any time to train or nothing. So it is the same Naruto. The only difference was the sensory capability. But, so you have that, which it's his blatant feats of him being in the KCM territory as well. So, no, I don't want to hear it. Like, Naruto would shit on fucking Jiraiya. Like, there's just so many ways to prove that. It's very easy to do. Very.
I know some people are just gonna boil it down to Naruto beat Pain, Jiraiya couldn't beat Pain. Naruto beat, like, a withered down version of Pain with a bunch of summonings plus Ma and Pa. Like, but I don't know. I think Jiraiya's,
that's fair,
like,
though.
experience, stuff
He
like
did,
that.
Naruto did have a lot of support. He did. That is fair.
Above
But
Naruto's.
Jiraiya had Ma and Pa as well.
Just
You know what I mean? He had Ma and Pa as well. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, who cares about the summonings? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if Jiraiya's got his summonings, or if they did it, that wouldn't make any fucking difference. Then the Pain would just fucking shit on all of them. Like, again, this is what I'm talking about, where you get in the little circle of all those variables doesn't even fucking matter, because Jiraiya couldn't be able to fuck with full power Pain or whatever, no matter what, because it's Pain. And then you have the Sage Mode shit where Naruto has, like, intel, all the support, and the Sage Mode amp, and Pain being nerfed as well. And that's why he has more of a fair shot, and he's doing pretty well. But the moment Pain gets his Tendo power back, now he just immediately shits on fucking Naruto, because of the hacks, and then him having scaling that's still comparable to Sage Mode Naruto while he's nerfed, you know? So, it's like, the problem with Sage Mode Jiraiya and Naruto, you can't compare them in a sense, because it's like false equivalence inevitably, you know? Like, there's context and variables within the Jiraiya situation, and there's the same with Naruto, you know? So all we can really do as a whole is look at any statements, right, that are going to put which character above who, and, of course, feats, right? And unfortunately, Naruto has better feats all around, and this is, mind you, was without no help, okay? Like, the moments where he gets his feats, which is with his Rising Shuriken, when he protects Tsunade, you know, things like that, whatever. So there's plenty of feats that he has that was without Ma and Pa and without the frog summoning. So there's that too. While Jiraiya, he has one W moment, but it was a mental amp, similar to what Naruto did with the Tsunade moment, because Naruto had his mental amp moment. But Naruto does it again with no mental amp and just does a Rising Shuriken and, like, expands it in a jutsu activation, and he fucking shits on him. Yeah, so that's kind of like what you're dealing with in a sense, you know? So no matter what, like, you know, I don't know what the fuck to say, but unfortunately, there's a lot of statements in Naruto's favor, and then when you count the beginning War Arc feats, not end War Arc or middle War Arc, but when you count the middle War Arc feats, Like, it's just not a competition, dude. So,
a tiny bit.
A lot of people would disagree with that.
But I do think that the thematic argument of him needing to learn Sage Mode to surpass his mentor probably makes a lot of sense, and it's probably what Kishimoto is going for. So if we're talking to the comments, I would say that makes sense. Yeah, sure. But you know.
Now, Sasori is a character that bro, I don't know how to scale this fella. I really like Sasori. I want to be able to gas him up. I'm a Sasori goon. I have Sasori pretty high on the tier list that I
also have Sasori pretty high on the tier list.
made a couple of months ago. In fact,
I think earlier on I did say
above Sage Jiraiya.
Here we go. He not lying. He not lying.
You can take this or leave this if you want. Seth already went over some arguments that put Jiraiya above Sasori, which I think are totally valid. The main reason for Sasori is it's stuff that I've talked about before, right? It's like all the third Kazekage stuff, how the third Kazekage is like stronger than Gaara, and
told you, it's Sasori's scaling arguments to put him above the Sonic is all statements based. All of them are statements.
also stronger than Rasa, who Gaara was like relative to, and Gaara's not that far behind the other Kage.
I've always been kind of confused about this specific portion of Sasori's power. Like, we understand that he has a third Hokage as a puppet, but is it like, let's say, I don't know, like, is it like fully the third right Kazekage's power? Like, is it fully?
So no, we actually know what this is. You would have to look at the anime. Maybe it's stated somewhere in the manga. Could be wrong, but we know in the anime for a fact that the third Kazekage is nerfed. It's actually similar to Edo Tensei. It does have a nerf. It's stated verbatim. So no, it's not at full power. If you take the anime into consideration, the manga, I would have to double check to see if there's anything on that. But yeah, so just kind of putting that out there. And the anime is canon regardless, but you know, I know there's some weirdos out there that think the anime is not canon. So
that, like, let's keep it 1,000. The third Kazekage could probably beat Jiraiya in a 1v1. It's definitely possible. You see what I'm saying? Even though Orochimaru did beat the fourth, and then people kind of, I think the third probably beats Jiraiya. But is that third the third that's actually gonna be? Is that puppet gonna have the same power as the actual third? Right? Gonna have all.
And Sasori did it without that puppet, which is like his greatest asset. But there are a lot of like Sasori anti-feats out there. Like, even though he like let Chio and Sakura kill him, there are times where it does look like he's genuinely trying to kill them, and Sakura is just like,
yeah.
Jiraiya's, you know, Kisame beats Jiraiya. I mean, we all love Jiraiya. Jiraiya's, you know, he's that guy in our hearts and everything. Kisame packs him up.
is really hard. Cause
This isn't. Why are we even having this? He packs him up.
guy is strong, dude.
So, okay, first thing, if you think that
Matter of fact, have this discussion because it's Jiraiya. We gotta respect my guy Jiraiya. Have this discussion.
Kisame said that the Sanin makes 7 Ninja Swordsmen look bad, and he was making Atsuki based on how, then
That statement,
bigger debate.
Kisame, because even Kishimoto has said before that Kisame kind of exists in Itachi's shadow. Itachi was the first one to say they should run, and Itachi also did use Amaterasu to get out of the frog belly, right?
Yeah.
Like, Kisame sees Itachi like busting his ass and is probably just like, oh shit.
He had to use the Mangekyo Sharingan, like, wow.
Yeah, like he has no reason to believe that Itachi is like mega.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. And B2C power scaling, I don't think Jiraiya beats Killer B. I'm sorry. I personally do not think Jiraiya beats Killer B. And I know what Swag just said has some credits as well. What's called what's his name? Kisame gets stronger depending on the opponent that he fights. But I don't see Jiraiya doing multiple things to Kisame. That's just me.
So his realm of logic, and it's understandable. He basically Kasame beats Killer Bee, right? You know what I mean? and then therefore, you know, those two characters would, you know, like they're above Jiraiya, so yeah, that's why they would win. Okay, I get that. That's understandable. That makes sense. So I get it. It was a good video overall. I'll say that. So if I had to like get my full grade analysis for this, I'd say pass. It wasn't bad. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna give him a fail, or not a fail. I won't say it's trash. I'll definitely say it's pass. It's a pass. It wasn't like bad or horrible. What's it called? I thought it was gonna be mainly more focused on like Kasame and Jiraiya, but it was actually the fucking whole Akatsuki with Jiraiya, so it even dives into other territories of things and whatnot. But either way, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more content, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Batman out. Peace.